Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, y'all, I got these gold leaf candle holders at Dollar Tree, and I got these paints right here. I don't even know. That's moss, I know that. And then ivory, and I don't know what the other one is at Folk Art, but you paint them whatever color you want to paint them. And I tried to sand them down to try to scruff them up to get the paint to stick better, but you couldn't sand it. I don't know what was on it, but the chalk paint stuck nonetheless. Yes, it did. So, I'm going to try to take these stickers out, which was a booger. That one was, I don't know. One I've had since last year, and then the other two I picked up the other day. But anyway, I'm going to try to get my stickers out here, okay? So I painted them all, and I'm going to try to get these done like this without getting paint or anything on my clothes. I came in from church between services and thought, well, I'm just going to do this real quick. And I forgot to turn the lights on and everything else, but yeah. So I'm here in my good clothes. I'm a messy crafter, so I'm going to try my best not to get paint or this. This is gold rub and buff. They come in different colors. You have to be careful of your gold colors. But anyways, I'm just going to carefully put a little bit on my finger, dab it off, okay, and then rub over my leaves. And I got too much right there, so I'm just going to repaint it, okay. I just dry brushed it with a little more paint, and it worked out fine. But I'm going to do the fronts of these, especially around the edges. And then I'm going to go a little bit on the back here, just because it might show at some point. I'm actually going to use these as, props in my pictures and stuff when I do my DIYs for the fall. But anyway, I'm just putting it anywhere that I can, reach. Down in that, close to that other thing, it doesn't work. It really looks good on that green one. Oh my goodness, I love the green one. But anyways, that's what they all look like, and them are done. Except that, I gotta fix it. But now I am, what am I doing? Oh, I want to show y'all this. That thing, when I was scraping it, was skipping spots and stuff, so I guess I nicked it. But if you rub it at an angle on some sandpaper, you can resharpen your blade. Yeah, you're welcome. So I have one of these little weird plaquey, I guess boho things, I don't know. And I liked it, but it wasn't as shiny as the top one, so it just didn't even make sense. But it wasn't painted right. It was kind of, rustic looking. So I'm going to give it a coat of the chalk board paint. I was thinking, what is it? Chalkboard paint. But I got to get these staples out and get the string off this one. I don't want this string on this one and then the string on the other one. It's like too many strings. So, yeah. So I'm going to paint that one. I ended up taking the tassel off because I got paint on a bead. I'm telling you, I'm messy. I got paint on a bead and everything else. So I have to totally redo it. And then I didn't want it hanging in those holes, so I didn't put it in the holes. But I got paint on that, and it was no coming off. So, yeah, I just forget it. So, anyways, at least the dark and the dark matches. So, I'm going to take this clear coat I've had for 100 years and clear coat it to make it a little more shiny. Now, I'm going to take this yellow, and I'm going to do like I did on the first project with the rub and buff. I'm just going to use my finger. I do a lot of finger painting in this. I really do. I just had some stuff and just wanted to do some DIYing. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm just piddling, actually. Piddling around creating stuff. Just having fun. We got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm just trying to relax and de-stress a little bit, but when I get that on there, oh, I had to end up using that one. I forgot. That other one was way too bright. Now I'm just tap, tap, tap. You see me tapping my finger real fast. Real fast. I'm tapping it to kind of, I'll load paint on my finger and unload, so to speak, on that little medallion looking thing. I really don't know what that is. It looked like it could be a sunflower piece to me. Just a real fun, no, not a sunflower, but it's a flower. I made it a sunflower. I could do what I want. It's my world. I did what I want in my little world. So I'm going to go over it with clear coat because it was slick and I didn't want it to chip off. It actually made it a little darker, which I liked as well. So I painted 2 beads. I stuck them on the end of a paintbrush and painted them. Painted them yellow. And then I am going to, I'm going to glue it. I didn't tie a knot. I was going to tie a knot, but I'm just going to glue it right there. And then when I get done gluing it, I was afraid it would come off. So I'm going to take my stapler. I'll reach up and grab that in a minute. And my daughter's Snapchatting me. So I just go at an angle and put a staple through it. And these are little staples, so to speak, so it doesn't go through. And then I'm going to tie a knot so my beads don't slip off the top there. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love this. I do. It makes no sense as to what it is. It's just pretty. It's just very, very pretty. So this one, I got black on it too. So I'm going to take the string out, or at least I thought I was. I messed it all up. So yeah. I was going to use that string and I ended up saying forget it because I couldn't get that stinking knot out. I used it for something else though. I never throw nothing away. You can always use it one day. Y'all, I fought myself. I'm just going to tell you the story. I fought myself with the garbage one time. I was cleaning up around the house and I seen something and I didn't use it in a long time. Y'all can just see what I'm doing here. I'm going to thread it on the needle and then strengthen a bit that thing. But I picked up something and I said, I don't need this. I haven't used it in 100 years, so I'm going to throw it in trash. I threw it in trash and it wasn't like garbage. It was just stuff I was picking up around the house. So I got to thinking about it and I thought, no, I might need that one day. So I went and got it back out and continued on my business. I come back across it and I said, I'm not going to need that. And I threw it in trash. Well, this went back and forth and back and forth. And I finally was like, Joanna, you're not going to use it. Just throw it away. And I threw it away. And my husband hauled it off eventually after I got done picking up all the junk, you know. And it wasn't probably 2 weeks later I needed it. And I could have kicked myself because he done threw it in the trash. So there's not much I actually chuck out the door no more. You know, I just kind of wait on it now to see if I'm ever going to need it one day. Because you never know. But anyway, I'm going to end my story. I know you're happy. But there was a piece hanging out. So I'm going to try to put it through this needle and pull it through the bottom because it was sticking straight out and I didn't want to put glue on it. So that's what I'm doing here. And I got it and I pulled it through and yeah, there you go. So I'm going to put this on just like I did the top set of beads by gluing and then catty corner a staple down on it. Now I'm simply going to take my Tite Bond Quick and Thick and I'm going to go around it with a kind of a thin layer. I mean, you can see the glue, but it's not like real thick on there. And I'm going to try to center it up the best I can. Y'all gonna have to see my goofy head here for a minute because I really can't see. Y'all can see, but I cannot see. And it's shifting because, you know, slick glue is slick. I mean, that glue is slick. It's not hot glue. It's not an immediate hold, which is probably good because I was going everywhere with this thing. But when I get it on there, I'm going to take these little clamps. I got these at Harbor Freight. You could pick them up at Walmart too. And I got another set from Temu. The ones from Harbor Freight, let me tell you, are a whole lot better than them little Temu things. But anyway, they're so flimsy and they feel like they're going to break at any minute. But I just put my, that glue dries clear. I'm just going to put my clamps on it to hold it down, set that to the side, and I'm going to go to this. So I picked this up at Dollar Tree probably a month or so ago. And I know it's for spring. But, yeah, we're going to transform. And I'm going to get that glue off there. So I was trying to go around here. And I thought, oh, I got a piece. And it started cracking right about right there. And I said, that sucker's glued down. I tried to heat it. And it wouldn't come off. So, yeah, we're not taking that off. We're just going to glue it back down. Now I'm going to take ink and I'm going to go around the edge and I'm going to do the gather. And I'll do the bottom too. But I'm painted the other yellow and because I'm going to be putting these flowers on it. And then I trimmed out the house with white. I absolutely love the white trim. The black and white together is nice. But when I picked it up and looked at it to show you, I saw... I got music going, okay? I saw the edge and it looked so crazy. So I'm going to take a black marker and I'm carefully going to go around the edge. I didn't feel confident slapping paint on there. I also painted the back just black. Now I've got some florals that I picked up. You know, these I've just been pulling off from either Dollar Tree or Walmart. You take your pick. I mean, they both have them, so you can get whatever flowers you want. And I thought I was trying to put that together and it just looked silly. Looked plumb silly. So I just trying to put it back together and it wouldn't go back together because I couldn't get that stick through there. So I'm just going to glue it back together and then we'll put it on there later. So I'm going to take these. I need 3 big ones and this small one. Thank goodness I had one to match. I got more flowers all when I went to Walmart. I had to go yesterday to get some medicine for my husband. We had to go out of town. So, yeah. So I got more flowers. I was so excited to find them still. But actually they put in a new stock at the Dollar Tree. And then Walmart too. At the Walmart that I went to. It was awesome. I was like, thank you, Jesus. But anyway, that was just straight. So I like to twist them to give my flowers more dimension. And I'm just going to put a ring of glue around there and push that down in that hole. I didn't even cut the back yet, y'all. You'll see why in a minute. See it there? I'm going to put glue around that. It goes down in it. And we'll deal with it in a minute. So I put that one on that. And then there's one flower that only has one set of leaves. It's not double leaved. I mean, petals, double petals. Y'all, I'm crazy. It only has one set of petals. The other ones have 2 sets of petals. So I'm going to take the 2 sets of petals and put them on the outside and one down on the bottom and put the one petal flower in the middle of those up there. And then take that big one and put it down on the bottom. And then take that little one and put it where the little flower is. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Because, yeah, that's what I did. And I'm going to glue every one of them in the back right there. And we're all glued. And I'm just going to take my pinchies. And I'm going to pinch these off. They stick out a little, but who cares? You going to flip it around, look at it? Shame on you. You nosy. Anyways, yeah. So I got those little set of pinchies at Lowe's, y'all. They're so stinking cute. It's $20, and I got quite a few of them. Every little plier you could ever imagine. So I don't know what this moss is. I really don't know what this moss is. It's moss, and it's green and brown. I've had it for a long time, and I'm just going to take little bits, because that's about what I got off, is a little bit. And I'm just going to put little bits of moss down on my board. I'm trying to hurry before my glue gets cold. I ended up putting some more glue to put some more moss. Now I'm going to cut my fuzzies off, because I look like I woke up and come out here. And about like my hair did earlier when I had it in the camera going back and forth. My hair's everywhere. But anyway, I'm just going to start filling my gaps in, okay? Just filling my gaps in and clipping crazies off. And that moss has lasted me a long time. It goes a long ways. So I have this. This is what that one flower came on. And they have these little berry ball things on there. And I'm just going to clip them off and be careful because you'll melt your plastic. It's cheap plastic. So I'm just going to put these berry balls in spurts in my moss. So I'll have moss and berry balls things down there, whatever they are. I don't know what they are. I just wanted something in my moss so it wasn't just moss, because I did. Yeah, that's what I did. So I'm carefully just setting my berry balls in here. Look, it stuck. Watch, it stuck to my... I pulled the whole thing off. The moss, berry balls and all stuck to my finger, and I had a mess. Where is it? Yep, put it back in. Okay. So I got that far. So I'm going to take this little thing that I put together, back together, and I'm going to glue it on this side. That's just one that's just starting, or it fell off or something. I don't know. You pick whatever you want. And then I have this little blue bird. It might be for spring, but there's bluebirds this time of year too, I think. I don't know. I don't go outside unless I have to, but I'm going to put him right there. I think the blue with the yellow and the orangey just is so pretty. So now I'm going to take this ribbon I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm trying to figure out which way to put it where my sunflowers would be the right way instead of upside down. But I don't know. I think I got it. Yes, I did. So I'm just going to make a shoestring, but well, it's a cancer awareness, and then you pull your middle in, okay? So all you do is make a loop like that, and then draw your middle down and in, and that's your bow. And that's how I'm going to do this one. I'm just going to fandangle with it till I get my loops the way I want them, and then I am going to put it in a clip, and then I'm going to get some jute right here, and I'm just going to twirl it around my fingers a few times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I went too fast. I can't count that fast, y'all. Just a few little loops. And then twist it and then tie those two together. Make sure your tails are down when you twist. I always twist and put my tails down. I'm going to lay that one on top of the other one and tie them together. I didn't let you see me tie it together because I dropped it three times and had to do it over and over, and that wasn't necessary for you to see, but I'll just tell you what I did. And then I am simply going to glue that right to the top right there. And this is so pretty. I love the black, the white, the yellow. It's so pretty. Okay, so this is supposed to be true navy, but it wasn't. I guess maybe it's navy and I don't want navy. I want it midnight blue. I don't know. But this is a round piece from Walmart. It wasn't very expensive. Do I remember what it was? No, they used to be 99 cents, 98 cents. They ain't that no more, but it's not very expensive. So you do have to sand them down because they're kind of crude and rough. Do you call it crude? I do. So what I ended up doing was mixing that navy with a little tinge of black, okay, and got my midnight blue. I love that color. I love it. So anyways, I'm going to set that to the side, and then I'm going to get it out of my way because I was afraid I'd splatter paint. So I've got a real soft, fluffy brush right here, okay? So what I'm going to do, crusty, I am going to squirt some of this goldenrod or something yellow. I don't remember what it is. And some yellow, okay? And I am going to put baking soda in here. I'm going to do a baking soda paint, and that's just because I wanted some texture on my flower there. When I started painting this on, okay, these are acrylic paints, and I don't care how much baking soda or whatever you put in it, it's just thin. So when I started painting it on that slick surface, it was just sliding around, and it wasn't really sticking, or it wasn't doing much. It was real thin. So I ended up taking plaster by Waverly, and I gave it a coat of plaster chalk paint. Now what this did was it made a base coat on there, and I lifted my metal flower petals up so I could get under there in case they were showing. I didn't want it to be ugly, but this is a base coat, and it will dry and it will stick to pretty much anything. Chalk paint is awesome. And then when I get this done, I can go over it with my yellow paint. Okay, so there's that. And I ended up covering up one of the holes. I had 2 holes in it where it was hanging, and that was awesome because I wanted that one covered up. So I got this paint and then this paint down in it. But this, I did 2 coats, but you don't really need to. And somehow I got white on my brush. And when I was going through here, probably that right there, it wasn't dry. I'm impatient. I didn't have my patient pants on. I liked it. It started blending in, and I really liked it. So, I I painted all my petals, and there are some white streaks where the baking soda was just coming through, and I thought that was kind of cool too. It looked kind of concretey. Concretey. I make my own words, y'all. Just it's concretey. And so I'm just gonna push it back down. And that when I pushed it, the paint chips. So I'm just gonna get a little brush, and it's easy. Just touch up. Just touch it. Don't paint. Just touch it. Look at me paint then after. Oh, I had some white spots I didn't really like. So I just touched the parts that where the paint come off, and it's an easy fix. So once I did that, okay, hurry up. Oh, come on. Would you just hurry up? Y'all, I really wanted you to see this, I guess. Me touching up this paint. Okay. Oh, good grief. All right, so now look at that. Ain't that gorgeous? Well, I didn't know how I was going to get it on. So the one hole. Telling y'all, save everything that you take apart from the Dollar Tree, because I stuck my hand right in that paint like a dork. I'm going to use that one hole to my advantage. Okay. I have a little bitty screw that I took off of, good grief, something from the Dollar Tree, I know. And I save all the screws because, you know, if they're small enough to go through the Dollar Tree wood, you're going to need them eventually to go through some of your little Dollar Tree wood. You know what I'm saying? So it's beneficial to keep them. So I'm just going to make my mark, and I'm going to get my little bitty, teeny tiny drill bit, and I'm not drilling all the way through. I'm just putting a little hole, just a little indention, so I can get my my screw started without having to fight with it. Okay. And then I know that it needs to go right there. So I'm going to get my little screwdriver, and I am going to screw my little screw right down in that hole, and I screw it tight. It doesn't come through the other side of the board. Once I get the screw in, I simply go over it with my paint mixture and then get it all over my plaque. And yeah, but that's okay. I'll get a brush and just brush that off. All right. So now I ended up with a Q-tip. I forgot. I took a Q-tip and got it wet and just kind of wiped it off. It lightened it up a little bit, but that's okay. So you want to make sure your flower is straight. And I ended up touching it again. I'm going to end up getting it all over it by the time I'm done. All right. I got this button. Look at it. It's pretty. I don't want it black. So I'm going to take my flush cutters, and I'm going to cut the back off of this. And of course it didn't cut it, you know, exactly flush. So I'm going to run it across my finger sander and sand that flat down, because there's already a little hump inside my flower. That's one of those Dollar Tree spring garden flower things. And I don't want, you know, it has a hump in the middle, but I just didn't want to paint it. I wanted something in it. This was perfect. Oh, it'd been pretty black, wouldn't it? Oh, I like that. But anyway, we're making a sunflower. So I'm going to take some truffle, and I am going to, I forgot where I put my sticky. I'm going to put it on my sticky mat because it just makes it easier. So I put it down there, and I'm going to pounce because there's a lot of texture in this button. And I'm going to pounce it down in there, and I give it 2 coats of the truffle. And then I'm going to take white, and I'm just going to go over it. Or whatever that is. That's not white. That's ivory. Ivory chalk paint. And I just go over it. It brings out all the detail in the button. It's very, very pretty. So I know this is not going to stick to metal. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do what I did in my hair bow days. I'm going to take a piece of felt. This is felt from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to cut a circle. And I'm going to stick it right there. Well, I picked it up and was like, where is it? It's so goofy. So I'm going to put glue on my button, stick it to my felt, put a dot on my felt, and stick it to my flower. Ain't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, I love it. But I ended up doing something. You'll see in the final reveal what I did. I had to, well, I'll just tell you. That button ain't going nowhere. I put a bow on it, and I distressed it. So I have these candle holders, and y'all, I did not realize my cord was hanging down right there. That's my auxiliary cord to my radio. I was talking to my daughter, and I was just going at it, and I'm so sorry that blob is in that camera screen. But I'm going to leave these candle holders as is, except I'm going to take gold leaf rub and buff. And I told you I did a lot of finger painting in this video. And I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go around all that. Look how beautiful. Oh my goodness. They are so beautiful. Okay, these are solar lights. You have to pull your little tag out, okay? So, I'm going to take these apart, and I am going to just pull that thing out. I got to take them apart to do what I want to do. I'm going to rub and buff these too. Oops, I'm so sorry. I didn't put nothing on silent. Well, good grief. So, as you can see, I rub and buffed them. Oh my goodness, these are so gorgeous. I love the black with that gold. I don't know. It may be old school. I got some gold on the window. But anyway, this, if you can find another solution, honey, go for it. But I didn't know how to get these in there, so I'm filling this pocket hole with hot glue. Okay, and it takes a chunk of hot glue. If you had a fat hot glue gun, you know, with the bigger ones, the bigger glue sticks, it would have worked out so much better. But I put some, this is like E6000 or the Dollar Tree Fix-All. It's just Beacon 5 something, I don't remember, but it's permanent glue, permanent adhesive glue. So I put a whole bunch in there, and I'm just going to push that down, and then I realize it's crooked. So I have to flip it over. Okay, flip it over, and you have a little bit of time to set it down before it moves. And they still crooked because it's Dollar Tree. So I put a gold bow. I bought some gold ribbon, and I put a gold bow on it, just a shoestring bow, and I don't want nothing fixed to these. So I've got these rustic roses from Hobby Lobby, and I just spread them around. You'll see them better in the final reveal. But if y'all could do anything different to these, what would you have done? Because I had no idea. But there they are, and I love them. I love them. I love all these. I was just piddling, and this is just some stuff that I wanted to do. But there's my leaves. I put little Dollar Tree candles down in them. There's my lanterns. They'll come on. They won't work now because it's bright in here. It's daylight. But anyways, tell me what you think about these. Which one was your favorite? What would you have done different? Don't be mean. That's not nice. But anyway, thank you for watching. And until next time, remember that you are a blessing. And I appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I sure do. If there was no you, I've said this a million times, if there was no you, there could be no me. So I am really, truly thankful for you. I love all of my subscribers. I thank you for your likes and your comments, and I sure thank you for subscribing. But that's what I did to that one. Okay, I forgot. I added that jute bow with some Dollar Tree ribbon, and then I distressed that, sanded around the edge, and put some distressing on that. Now, I've showed you everything. Ain't that pretty? Oh my goodness. I love these. Until next time, goodbye.